The Zodiacs are one of the most pristine and one of the most important groups in Hunter x Hunter. And today I'm going to be doing a video discussing the new members of the Zodiac revealed. And before I get to the video, I just have to say that if you guys are a fan of My Hero Academia, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to my Hero Academia channel. I will be uploading a lot of My Hero content over there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss the new Zodiacs. Now, like I said, these guys are a very important, underrated group in the series. We know that they're up there with groups like the Phantom Troop or the Royal Guards because they were formed by Netero himself. Yes, each of these 12 members, they all fought with Netero in their own unique way. We know it wasn't all hand-to-hand combat, but they were recognized by Netero for their strength. So that goes to show you how top tier they are. The fact that they were respected by the greatest hunter known as Netero, and not only that, but they technically do sit at the top of the Hunter Association. We know that they were called on once the whole chaos began and once all that drama started, and we have seen that the Zodiacs, they have shown to be replaceable characters. It's not just set to one person. So that led me to believe that at the end of Hunter x Hunter, if we ever get it, we will be getting revealed 2 new Zodiac members, and we may be getting revealed to some of them pretty soon. And the first member who I have to discuss is Leorio, because we know that currently he is a substitute Zodiac member, and we know that he's kind of like interning with Cheeto right now. She's the doctor one, the green hair girl, and she basically seen the potential that Leorio has, and she wants him to be like an assistant underneath them. So Leorio, he is now learning from one of the best doctors in the game. We know he wants to become a doctor, and after this substitute job, I do think that they may end up recruiting him because he's not going to be there for his strength. He's not going to be there. Well, he's kind of going to be there for his, his utilities as a doctor, but they already have a top tier doctor. But the biggest thing that Leorio has going for him is his charisma, because we know that Kurapika, he himself requested Leorio out of all the top tier hunters. We saw he got Hanzo, Biscuit, he even got his own master, and then he had to throw in Leorio because he said Leorio has that calming effect to him. So I definitely do think that Leorio, he will get recruited by the Zodiacs, and this will be a chance for him to get his huge power up so he can stand next to our other 3 favorite characters. Because let's be honest, Leorio, he is a GOAT. He's amazing, but the only thing that he's lacking is power. But once he does join the Zodiacs, he will definitely become super stronger. And speaking of Leorio, I had to discuss Hisoka, just because I do believe that Hisoka, he will end up joining these Zodiacs because he needs a new quote-unquote home, because we know that the Phantom Troop, they're not too happy on taking back Hisoka. Yeah, they're just trying to kill him right now, and we know that he has shown interest in the Zodiacs before. He actually does somewhat respect them in terms of power, because we saw that he actually did rate them pretty high on his little power scaling. Now, the fact that he did rate him, that he rated all the Zodiacs below him, goes to show you that he is kind of gassing himself, but that's neither here or there. We see that Hisoka, he knows how strong the Zodiacs are, and I definitely do think that he would treat them the same way how he treated the Phantom Troop, or at least attempt to, until he figured out that he wouldn't be able to just have his way with the Zodiac members. And I think that could be an interesting goal for Hisoka, the man who's been known as a manipulator, finally getting put in his place by a group of people who are overpowered. Yeah, I think that would be a huge character turning point for Hisoka. And the next person I think could join is Kurapika. Now, we know that he is a substitute just like Leorio, and we know that he's been protecting big names in the series forever. We've seen in the Phantom Troop, he was tasked with basically protecting one of the only important people in the arc, the daughter who had the Nen ability. Then we've seen in the Dark Continent Endeavor arc, he has to protect the weakest prince, the baby. So I definitely do think that Kurapika, since he has been getting all these big jobs, the Hunter Association, they will recognize him, and they may just make him a new Zodiac member. We know that he's very overpowered. He has a good connection with all the other Zodiac members currently, so I definitely do think that Kurapika, once this is all done, he might actually get recruited firsthand, maybe even quicker than Leorio, for a new Zodiac member. And last but not least, I had to discuss Netero's son, aka Beyond Netero, being the new leader of the Zodiacs. Now, we know that the Zodiac, spoiler alert, they lost two of their biggest members in Ging and Pariston. Now, they aren't dead or anything, but they just quit. So the two strongest members being gone goes to show you that the top of the Zodiac is wide open. I think that can be filled with Beyond Netero because he is leading the Dark Continent expedition. I think it's safe to say that he's stronger than all the Zodiac members. We've seen that they kind of fear his strength. They didn't even want him to go to the Dark Continent. And after all of this madness that's been going on with the Dark Continent expedition arc, this will be the perfect time for Beyond Netero to step in and possibly replace Ging's spot and be known as the strongest hunter, keep the name of Netero going strong. But overall, who do you guys want to see become the new Zodiacs in Hunter x Hunter? Me personally, I think that the Zodiacs, they are an interesting group, and when the series is all said and done, there will be a new cast of Zodiac members. Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.